Well, greetings adventurers, and welcome to probably another one or two off video series. You may have noticed recently I have not been recording really anything at all, and when I do, it's generally Eve in a fleet filled with a bunch of other people, so I don't have to do any talking at all. I'll probably make a channel update and explain everything that's going on. I won't fill this video with it. But this video will be just me. There's not going to be anyone else as far as I know. This game is called Project Gorgon. It is an MMO. It is in pre-alpha. For those of you that don't know what pre-alpha is, it's before alpha, which is before beta, which is before an open beta and release. This game is very early on in development, but it has a lot of things that I already really like, and I would prefer to see this game succeed. It is an MMO, and it is made by two people from Asheron's Call 2. This game, this MMO is supposedly going to be a hardcore MMO. Unlike most games that hold your hand and give you quest markers and show you everywhere to go on the map so you can basically do it without thinking at all, this game is a little bit more in-depth and detailed, and it is a lot harder. The dungeons are not instanced, which means anybody can go into them and you will see other characters. You'll have to share things, group up, make friends, make enemies. It's a throwback to basically EverQuest. The first EverQuest before all of the expansions came out and tweaked it and made the world a whole lot easier and a lot smaller. I've not played this game too much. There's a lot that I don't know. I do have the general, I have the basics down, and I'm going to take you basically through the beginning area and just show you guys some things. For now, it is free to play. You can make an account and log on. In fact, you don't even need an account to log on. You create a character, log on, and I think you can set up an account while you're in game or out of game. I've already got one character. I'm not going to be playing this character though. We will create a new one. And there we go. There are almost no model options right now. You can be a human, an elf, a rakshasa, which is a furry. We're going to be, let's see, racial culture. They're forest-loving, sex-addicted, and obsessively clean. This game is made for adults. They're never crude or offensive, but they do tend to add double entendres to everything they say. They live a long time and tend to master a lot of skills, but prefer to live a simple life when possible. Everyone knows that it's nearly impossible to piss off an elf. They're just so friendly, but if you do get them angry somehow, they never forgive and they never relent. Humans are notoriously prudish and petty, but they are extremely loyal to their friends. They value honesty and hard work and hate lazy people. Humans make excellent traders and negotiators, and the cat people, let's see. Although their culture is extremely advanced, many rakshasa have recently gone savage, as the humans put it, leaving their cities and forming camps in the wilderness. It is unclear why. Rakshasa laws are very unique and often cause conflict with other races. Everyone knows that the Rak are quick to anger, but most are also quick to forgive. They're also known for their complex sense of justice and their dry sense of humor. So if you've ever wanted to have a tail or cat ears, there you go. You can be them. I'm not sure if races or anything like that matter when it comes to classes just yet. In fact, there really are no classes. You make your own classes in this game, which I'll get into later on in this video. Skin tone, apparently we can be red, pink, or white. We'll be this color. Hair color, that's pretty close to Paige's color, right? I think so. It's been a while since I've played the character Paige. No! Paige's name is already in use, of course, so who could we be? I never gave Paige a middle name that I know of. We'll just be Marley. That's Paige's middle name. Paige Marley Telquerdie. I'll never join you. Ah, pity. I don't think we can break her will. But we need her on our side. her mind and throw her in the old cave. I'll take it from here. Marley will be my pet project from now on. Unfortunately, this is a problem. I can't zoom in or out. Sometimes chat dialogues get chopped off to the side. And here we go. A GM, he's revised his post in the forums. We can open it up and see what's going on. Oh yeah. There's no rules, just right in this game. Basically, stay classy. If you know Brave's philosophy from my videos and from joining them, then you know what that means. We start out in this cave. No weapons, no armor. Global chat. We don't want all. All will show everything, including NPCs talking for quite a large radius. The interface is not customizable at all right now. And there's various things laying around. A book. That's a note from the developer. We aren't sure how we got this note. Let's see what it says, shall we? Apparently we have 2 and we can sell them for 100. Hello, new player. Sorry to break the fourth wall like this. It won't happen again. I just wanted to give you a helpful warning. Normally there's no real penalty for dying. You just respawn and try again. Which is true. You actually get experience for dying. There is a skill for death and you can level it up by dying. But boss monsters are different. If you lose to a boss, you can get cursed, and removing the curse can be hard, especially for newbies. In this particular dungeon, there's a boss that can turn you into a cow. Yes, that's right, a cow. This can actually be fun. You'll have cow-related abilities, and you can even find cow armor if you've always wanted to roleplay a talking cow. This is the game for you. Other players can also milk you, which is not stated here, but it's true. But if you don't want to be a cow, I totally understand. So, please heed the giant warning screens that show up. Your intuition will always warn you about bosses, so you never have to fight them unless you want to. But for some reason, many newbies ignore the warning screen, and then they get turned into a cow, and then they get frustrated and quit. And there is no fucking possible way that you can ignore the warning screen. I will show you guys the warning screen before the end of this video. And if you ignore it, you are a fool. Thanks for reading this, and I hope you have fun discovering the hundreds of skills and things to do in Project Gorgon. So, there's mushrooms around here. You might as well pick them up. It's a parasol mushroom. We pick it up, and we've leveled up in mycology. There's also goblets, which is vendor trash. We'll take them. You'll notice the animation. They've changed the jump animation, actually. It's a lot more fluid. This game is constantly being updated. It's a textbook, a dull-looking tome on psychology. Get away from that! That's mine! How dare you! As we start to read, Ryger stops us. We'll talk to him in a minute. Can't use any of these. Can't use the bed. Can't pick up any of those items. We'll go harvest all those mushrooms in a bit. There's a bucket of gruel. It's a pungent porridge of some kind. Let's talk to Ryger here. He looks depressed. Welcome to hell. There's no way out of here. And you'll soon die like the others. So, who are you? I think my name is Ryger. That's what a crone called me once. They stole my memories, ripped them from my head. My skills, too. I mean, I can barely read now. I have to assume I knew a lot of things. But now, nothing. Do you know who you are? Not really, it's all kind of hazy. They called you Marley, I think. One of them said you might be a prodigy, but, well, a prodigy wouldn't be here with their mind blanked, would they? What's a prodigy? Wow, your mind wipe went deep, didn't it? Poor bastard. A prodigy is someone born with one of the 4 gifts, things like super learning or amazing physical strength, but don't worry about it, you aren't one. So are my memories ever gonna come back? No. They stole them out of your head, same as mine. They'll never come back. We're gonna be like this forever, stupid and ignorant in a cave. Oh, well, it's kind of a nice cave. Oh, this old thing? Well, the bed is mine. You can sleep over there next to the mushrooms. Oh, God, I don't know if I want to sleep next to the mushrooms. Is there a way out of here? Sure, just down the hall. The guards will kill you, though. They killed everybody else who's shown up. Just stay in here and rot with me. At least you'll die slowly of malnutrition. But I really want to escape. Suit yourself, Tiger. Let's talk to him some more. Is there anything I can do for you? Cheer up, Ryger. I don't know. I mean, I don't even want to escape, you know? It doesn't matter anymore. I think I'm seriously depressed, but I can't figure out a fix. I wish I could feel some hope again. That's heavy. I'll see what I can do. So, we have a quest to cheer him up. Here's a loaf of bread that has spawned. We'll take that. In this beginning area, items kind of spawn all over the place. We're going to need these mushrooms for some things that we are going to craft. It smells of oats, so it must be food. It's incredibly unappetizing, but we have to eat something. We'll consume it. Gourmand is a skill. We force ourselves to eat some porridge. We feel our endurance improving. Basically, you always want to eat something. You regenerate 10 health and 10 power every few seconds when out of combat. There's much better food in this place. In fact, that loaf of bread that I looted will give us 24 health per update and 28 power per update. You want to eat, otherwise you will not regenerate very quickly between combat. Let's see. Where will we go? What will we do? There's so much to see down here. Mushrooms and rocks all over the place. And a dead body. It's a dead elf. He must have died a few weeks ago. The stench is almost gone. The corpse had a sword jammed into it. We pull it out with some effort. So, it's our first weapon. A moldy ancient sword. Well, it's still got a pointy end and a handle, so it should work fine. We'll equip that. And, like I said, we're going to harvest all the mushrooms that we can. It's an MMO. You want to raise your skills as quickly as you can, and as often as you can. Now, to fight, we get close to an enemy, and we use our skills. There's a corpse. This is where somebody has died. Somebody named... The good thing about the monsters in here is that they will drop us other armor pieces and items that we can use. This is their armor bar, this is their health, this is their rage bar. I just need to spam my attack for now. And there we go. 1 kill, and we've leveled up sword skill. The rage icon, when it's fully orange, they'll use a special attack. You can use your parry skill to decrease their rage. Strange dirt, we'll take that. These rats, you can actually tame at some point. Oh god. That does not sound healthy. This is what I wanted to find. Magyarnar cheese. That gives us a very good health boost and power boost update between combat. And like I was saying, the gourmand skill. Basically, every time you eat a food for the first time, you level that skill up. I don't know what it does specifically, but you can always investigate skills, which I will be doing here in a little bit. Yes, apparently they have broken something, because these rats did not sound like a fucking machine gun whenever they squealed previously. Take a goblet, because we're going to get out of here eventually, right? So we need all the loot we can find to sell. Now, where do I want to go? Down there is the boss area, where you get turned into a cow. I'm not going to head there just yet. This room is a little bit of a puzzle. It took me a while to figure it out. But I did kick the monster away. I think he used his special ability before. So, he dropped some punching moldy ancient shoes. Punch and jab attacks deal extra damage. Yay, we found some armor. There is, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that the loot in this game, in the dungeons, is somewhat randomized, which means that the items that drop are not always the same. They will have different stats. It's kind of like a Diablo loot system, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. I just know that you can find a lot of different types of armor. Okay, now if I remember correctly, we have to click on this one. Nope. I wonder if it changes. Nothing seems to happen there. Actually, maybe it's this one, this one. It's because I came from the other direction. So we touch that one and it lights up. Nope. So we gotta restart the quest. Basically what we're doing is we're lighting these, clicking on them in the right order, so that the chest that was at the start of the room where we came in unlocks. Bounce from that one to this one. Go. Because this chest is locked, and it's only unlocked by activating all of those in the right order. I can't even remember what's in here. We open the chest to find some food stuff and an old book. And amazingly enough, the foodstuffs are still fresh. Instructions for rat taming. It teaches you how to tame rats of any size. It's all in how you wave the cheese at them. Awesome. So we can charm a rat. This is actually what I needed on my main character. Let's loot these mushrooms, and then we'll tame a rat. I've never had a rat pet before. It requires a cheese, and I've got 7 of them. Here, little rat bastard. So there we go. We've got a rat. I think I have it set to assist now, but I could be wrong. I have no idea if the rat can actually level up, or if it'll always be a weak little rat. Press M for the map, which I am not going to use right now because it takes up too much of the screen. Have at you ancient skeleton bastard. Now, there are some parts of this cave that we are simply not going to be able to explore. And moldy ancient pants. Just regular generic bullcrap. These crude underwear we can drop on the ground. Unlike most MMOs where you drop an item on the ground and it disappears, you can drop items on the ground here for other players to find and pick up. And I found some decently useful items before. I don't know, I might train up unarmed just so I can turn into a monk on this character. Monks have some really interesting skills. Rat, why don't you guard me? That'd be useful. I'd like to see you do something. Actually, Rat, I might just fucking have you do nothing. Comfortable ancient pants. Max armor 30. I'm not entirely sure what armor does either. I think it prevents you from taking maximum damage from enemies once your armor... mitigation provided 0. Once your armor reaches 0, it says that you feel vulnerable. Which again, I have no idea what that means. And we've learned many cuts. We've leveled up in sword. I think we're level 3 in swords now. Obviously, in my opinion, combat in this game is not the most interesting part. I prefer, and I always have in MMOs, the exploration and discovery aspect. What we got here? Comfortable ancient gloves of masterful parrying. The padding is worn through in all the right places, making it easy to fight in these disgusting gloves. Parry, riposte, and precision pierce have a 20% chance to hit all enemies within 5 meters and piss everyone off. And I can't wear it because I need level 5 in swords. You know what, Rat? Just follow me for now. I'm generally pretty forgiving for bugs, but sound bugs are one of my pet peeves. Okay. Yay! We learned Barrage. And we get some ancient gloves. What's Barrage do? I would have to drop my sword and go completely unarmed. Put those moldy gloves on. I'm half tempted to try it. Yeah, we'll just see what does this do. Okay. So that's how you can change the skills on your bar. Let's see how good this is. Kick him against the wall. The bad thing about this setup is I don't seem to be doing a lot of damage, and I can't parry to reduce their rage. But that does stun him, apparently. And we've learned Dig Deep. What does that do? Summon our body's last reserves of energy. Right there. Which can be useful for an absolute emergency. Now there's a skeleton archer. I don't know if I want to be doing this. Let's see, our hands must be empty. Gushing blah blah blah. Flings opponent backwards. Punch with a fist. Requires at least one open hand. I prefer to use swords, but what the hell. I use swords on my main. And I'll try something different and mix it up here. There we go. What do you drop? Some more strange dirt. That stuff is used in crafting. Oh, really? I need to switch my hotkeys here so I don't have to click them. Let's see. Guess you can't switch them this close to combat. Okay. Comfortable ancient gloves of lucky trampling. Max armor, power regen. Cow's stampede has a 25% chance to do 50% damage. So, I think if I was a cow, those gloves might be useful. This is on the map. There are some places that I really don't want to go in here simply because they are so dangerous. What's this? We'll touch the wall. How many godlings? I know the answer to this, I'm pretty sure, but we're gonna guess wrong just so I can show you what happens. We hear a buzzing sound and our flesh ignites. Get to water to put it out. It doesn't do really any damage to us. It'll automatically go out in 50 seconds. But if we run and jump into the water without a splash, it goes out. Well, hello there. Who are you? It's Laura. She seems tired, bored, and dirty. Laura, like many characters you'll meet, has a favor level. When you do favors for her, or do other kind things, such as giving gifts or just hanging out, you advance in favor levels. Each new favor level has a reward, such as a special item, a new skill, or a new way to interact with the character. Humph, another one. So who are you? I've decided to call myself Laura. I don't know my real name. They ripped my brain clean a few years ago. Well, that kinda sucks. Yeah, they say I was some sort of military leader. That seems ridiculous, though. Well, why don't we leave together? No offense, but you're not my type, and I don't need your help. I can leave whenever I want to. I just don't want to. And why not? Because I don't remember my name or family or anything. What would I do? At least in here they bring me gruel. Out there I might starve. It's better to stay here, at least for now. Oh, come on, outside has got to be better than in here. It's not like we're in the middle of a wasteland, are we? They told me I was a general in a war. Was I on the winning side? If I go out there, they might lock me up for crimes I don't even remember. Who knows what could happen? I'll just stay here for now. Maybe I can trigger some memories somehow. Hey, if you find out anything about me, can you come tell me? Okay, you got it. And our favorite level with her is neutral. This is one thing that I actually do like about this game, the various talking dialogue options, and the fact that I actually want to read what the characters have to say. Take Arcade, for instance. I don't give a fuck what any of the characters in that game had to say. I didn't care what the quest dialogue was. You hit accept on the quest, it puts a marker on your map, you go kill 10 of something and gather 20 of something else, and bam, it tells you to go back and turn the quest in. It's not that simple in this game. You do kind of need to read and pay attention and listen to what the NPCs have to say. Now, we'll do a favor. Let's see. We can find spoons and find bones. Ooh, good. We get to collect some items. 2 spoons. I thought I saw some spoons laying around here somewhere. They could be anywhere in these caves, though. Can you see if you can find me a couple? I want to use them in my art. Sure. There are gather quests. Like I say, not all quests are good quests. Hey, you've been killing those damned skeletons, right? Got any good strong femurs? I need a half dozen for this project I'm working on. So how do I get past the red wall? Oh, that's easy. No, wait. I forget. I remember hearing a little rhyme they used to remember the code. Maybe it's a nursery rhyme. It doesn't make any sense. Here, you can have my notes. I don't care anymore. Well, how do I use it? I guess you use it to get past the glowing red wall. Let's see, we can give her a gift, but first let's do small talk. It's just really hard to get motivated when you don't remember what you're supposed to care about. I don't know how you manage to look so gung-ho all the time. So, we chat with her for a little bit and learn some of her opinions. She likes art, she likes bones, and she loves bread. I'm not going to give her my bread. Hell with it. Let's give her some bread and see what happens. I've got enough cheese, and honestly, the cheese is way better than bread. So we get 9 favor. Honestly, not that much. But, once we get out of here, we might be able to buy bread and then spam it with her. So, let's read this note. Laura's note. 20 godlings in the ground, 20 more in the air. 1 was killed in demon fire, 2 were banished to the mire. So, what is that? 20 plus 20 is 40, minus 1, then minus 2, 37. There are 37 godlings out there. Here's a spoon. Keep that. Spoons in here are pretty easy to find. In fact, by the time we enter this red wall and come back, a spoon might have respawned right there next to her. All you have to do is keep your eyes open. So, we touch the wall. How many godlings? 37, right? The wall fades away. And inside here, what do we have? General Laurier's pants. Wonder if those are her pants. Amulet of sorting, healing potion, alchemy, overclock your heart and mind. Explains a technique for hyper-accelerating your organs well beyond their natural limits, and a butcher knife, which is useful. Did I take all this stuff? I actually got to drag it? I feel lazy. Why isn't there a take all option? The butcher knife will allow us to butcher monsters, and there's a skill for that too. Shame I can't equip those. Requires Cal level 5. We'll put the Amulet of Sorting on, even though we're not going to be training up sword skill. I was half tempted to go back. Let's go back. Also, you'll notice I am sprinting. I didn't mention this earlier, but you need to go into the options and turn always sprint on. And take the goblet. Otherwise, you will walk this slow everywhere. And trust me, once we get out of this cave, you're going to want to be moving a lot quicker. The world is fairly big, and from what I've seen, there's no mounts. There is an ability to teleport, but I have not yet learned it, and I have no idea how to learn it. So, back there's the boss that I don't want to go see. Fight some wolves up here. But first, let's check my recipes. Apparently I don't know any recipes. So, we're going to head back here and go this way. I think I missed an item. Where's my auto run? Yes, numlock. Never not use your numlock key. Nebabilis. There seems to be a decent amount of people playing this beta, or this pre-alpha. There's always people around to talk to. I'm not too fond of how far these monsters fly when I kick them. It's like 25 feet or something. I was gonna see if I could keep him stun-locked. That way he wouldn't be able to use his specialty. Moldy Ancient Gloves, I'm just going to leave that there. In fact, once his rage bar almost gets full, I'll kick him away. There we go. Are you still gonna be able to stun me? Yep. There's gotta be a better way to do that. Come here, you moldy skeleton bastard. Taste the power of my fists! Some more moldy ancient gloves. I think I'm going to end this video soon. Once I get to the warning screen that I was telling you guys about, I'll probably end this video. And the next one will be getting out of this place. And then I'll show you the first city. You know what, rat? Just help me, I guess. God, even though I hate that so much. Quit it, you fucking rat. He's already dead. So now we've got all the bones for that. And... so, because I lit all these up, do they not stay lit up for her? I mean, they're obviously lit up on my screen. But it looks like she's bouncing around to them. Kind of surprised by that. Hold down the shift key to sprint. They finally tell you whenever you make it all the way from here to there. That should be like the first thing they mention to you. A storage box. What's in here? Several bundles of arrows. Yay, we've leveled up in archery. Could be an unarmed monk archer. Switch this to archery. Okay, good. That doesn't mess with my monk skills. So we've got some stuff to read around here.
The hags are becoming more persistent. I won't be able to stay here much longer. Must wrap up my experiments. The nature sphere is done. The magical sunlight grew a tree in just a few weeks. Even more amazing, when I turned it off, warm sunlight continued to pour into the cave. Perhaps I don't understand this device as well as I thought. The lockbox mystery still confounds me. Help me, I'm sewn. What does it mean? I've tried all manner of sewing magic, but it must mean something else.
I think that means south, east, west, north. Because I'm pretty sure he's talking about the lockbox mystery in there. I figured it out just by clicking around like a goof. What is this? Haystack. Yay, foraging skill. The neat thing about skills in this game is that a lot of them are intertwined. And another spoon. So we'll have to return to Laura at some point. It's an alchemy book, a well-worn volume. The later pages are missing, but the first part is intact. This is why I wanted to come in here. This will teach us an alchemy skill.
I often confuse mycology and alchemy because they both use mushrooms. But here's the rule of thumb. If it's just mushrooms, it's mycology. If it involves combining lots of things into a potion, it's alchemy. As always, there are exceptions. Unfortunately, a lot of exceptions. But the rule is at least 60% accurate. We cover some basic mycology techniques for the uninitiated, but mainly focus on alchemy.
We'll study the recipes. We can quickly memorize several of them. So we can now make a basic spore bomb with a lot of stuff that we have. The result is dangerous to most creatures, but especially to those that are momentarily vulnerable. We can make parasol mushroom flakes, which I don't know what that does. It's probably just used in crafting other things. Yep. Crafting this pick-me-up juice helps you see the positive side of any situation. Great for depressed people. Caution, may be addictive. Also boosts maximum health by 10 for 30 minutes. We need... Let's see, I've got sugar. I don't have a bottle of water. I know how to get that. We'll have to go fill it up. And we need parasol mushroom flakes. Now, I told you guys I was going to show you this warning sign. This danger message. Let's close all those out. Read this note, too.
Day 5. Creature remains too docile to attack me on sight and has not attempted to become bipedal. Claims she is happy the way she is. Frustrating. All discussions invariably lead to commentary on lactation. Also frustrating. Day 6. New plan. Going to make a plague beast. Force-fed her huge amounts of Ranami root to incite violent tendencies. Day 7. Creature is violent and very contagious. However, it's a one-off contagion. Other infected subjects won't spread the disease. Unacceptable. Day 8. Must leave. Abandoning experiment. Going to infuse Ranami root throughout the remaining food in the hopes she eventually becomes a sociopathic killing machine. If I ever make it back here, I'll check up on her.
Let her have that hay. And here comes the warning message. Holy shit. What does it all say? Where did Davlos go? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So yes, that's your warning, folks. When you see that approaching a boss, it means there's serious danger ahead. There are permanent curses that you will have to find a way to cure if you are not careful and you go get your butt kicked, which you probably will if you are not prepared. I'm going to end this video here, under this beautiful tree. And whenever we return, we will finish making our way out through this cavern and hopefully out into the bright sunlight.